Now, I told you guys in the beginning that you cannot win against guerrilla warfare. And right now, the Ukrainians are using guerrilla warfare. Now, Putin and his gang, or Putin and his soldiers, are getting slaughtered out there. They're getting killed. They're being hunted. They're cutting off their supply line, the Ukrainians. The Ukrainians are fucking cutting off their supply line and killing them off in bunches. If you don't have supplies, you cannot fight. Simple as that. A lot of them Russian soldiers are low on supplies because the Ukrainians have been destroying their supply ships, destroying their supply planes, okay, shooting them down out of the air. Um, Russia is in trouble, man. You know, Russia's in trouble, bruh. He needs to pull out right now, no homo. He needs to pull out right now. He needs to leave this shit alone. He is getting killed out there. They're getting killed by the thousands. Bruh, they got about 7 generals. They killed about 7 generals already, bruh. That's a lot in like a month, bruh. Come on. The Russians doing they don't know what they're doing. You need to leave this shit alone. You need to pack your bags and get the fuck out of there. Get your troops out of there now. They're getting killed. They're being slaughtered out there. Look, man, if I was out there on the Russians team, I would be trying to fucking flee that fucking country, bro. I would like walk off. I would take off my fucking gear and just go into the population and look for food and shelter, bro. I would like leave that shit alone, bro. They're being killed, bro. Them soldiers are starving to death. They don't have food, okay? You can't fight without food, ammunition, missiles, bombs. If you don't have supplies, you cannot fight. The Ukrainians have been doing a good job at cutting off their supply line. I told you, you can't win against guerrilla warfare. And you know what? The Ukrainians, they've been preparing for this shit. They've been preparing for this shit, and they know where all the ins and outs are. I told you guys this. Remember, I was telling you about that movie, Home Alone, how that little kid was going around setting up traps all over the house, and those burglars was falling into those traps because you know why? You know why? Because they don't know that fucking house. I told you guys from the get go. Go back and listen to some of my videos, man. Go back and listen to some of my videos. I told you that they're not going to win against guerrilla warfare. They're getting killed out there, bro. They're stalled for a reason because they don't have the supplies to move forward. They don't have the resources to move forward. They don't have the resources to fight. Somebody said, well, you know, the Russians, they using hypersonic missiles. Bruh, you don't have they got a limited in stock. They use one hypersonic missile, bro. One. And there was a reason why they only use one because that shit is expensive as fuck. Hypersonic missiles are expensive as fuck. I'm telling you, bro. You can't be going around just shooting a bunch of hypersonic missiles, man. He probably got like 100 of those in supply, bro. That's about it. There's a reason why they only shot one. Shit is expensive. You see what I'm saying? They'll run out of that. In war, bruh, you know, you got a certain amount of supplies, okay, depending on how rich your country is. Now, Putin, he has the most nukes. You could tell he put most of his money into nukes and not enough into his military. Simple as that. His tanks are old and outdated, you know, and they're unkept. A lot of them tanks have been sitting up in them hangars for years, and now they're pulling them out. Bruh, you gotta maintain those fucking tanks, bruh. You gotta drive those tanks at least, once every other day. It's better for you to drive your vehicle every single day than have it sit for weeks at a time. You see what I'm saying? He hasn't been putting his money into that military like he's supposed to. He putting too much money into that fucking nuclear arsenal. Okay, he got the most nukes. Okay, so the fuck what? Why the fuck do you need that many nukes? You got over 6,000 nukes. Okay, that's enough to take the whole entire planet out, bruh. And somebody said, what if he uses nukes? He's not gonna use any nukes. Trust me. I mean, I have my suspicions, and I you know, at one point I said I thought that he was going to use nukes, and I suspect that he might use the nukes. But on a second thought, but do you really want a nuked out country though? He's trying to take over the country, not nuke the country. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I won't put it past him that he might use a small nuclear warhead, because he's losing this fucking battle. His soldiers are getting slaughtered out there. They don't even want to be there. Those soldiers don't even want to be there. I told you, remember I was telling you that he put a lot of inexperienced motherfuckers on that battlefield that don't even want to be there. Their mindset is not on killing. That's why the Ukrainians are winning because of their mindset. They're fighting for their land and their way of life, while these other soldiers are fighting just to take over. There's a difference. I told you that. Remember, I was telling you that. And some of you guys said, man, that's a different type of animal when you're fighting for your freedom and you're fighting for your life, you're fighting for your children, you're fighting for your women and all that other stuff. And speaking of women, where are all the women at? You know what I'm saying? Where are all the women at? The women are fucking running and hiding, trying to get out of the country. Most of the men are sticking around fighting. You see, this is the reason why men are more valuable than women, because the women, they want to run. Now, there's a few women on the battlefield right now, a few, okay? But there's mostly men out there and killing off Russian soldiers. You see what I'm saying? A man's value is way more than what the West, you know, what the West says it is. You know what I mean? They don't value men in this country, but you know what? When the war pop off, where the fuck are the women? Running and hiding, man. Trying to get out of the country. The men say, "No, I gotta fight." And a few women come around. I'm gonna fight too. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. Only a few women are fighting. Mostly men out there. 99%. Maybe a little. No, that's about 90%. There's probably about 30 or 40 women out there on that battlefield, man. You see what I'm saying? And you talking about, you know what I'm saying? You talking about men are not valuable. Are you fucking kidding me? We make this fucking country what it is. Fighting for freedom, fighting for your democracy. You see what I'm saying? Dying for freedom, dying for the democracy. Okay? I don't see not a single independent woman on that battlefield right now. There's a few, I ain't gonna lie. There's a few. But might as well say they're non existent because a few is not gonna fucking, win a war. A few women is not gonna win a war. You need hundreds of thousands of women on that front line. But there's the women, I'm telling you, that's what I tell you. Women are way less valuable than men. That's why in China, when they have women, when they fucking find out that they're having a girl, they abort the baby because women are not valued in in Thailand or in Colombia or or even in Brazil, and definitely they're not valued in China. You see what I'm saying? You know, and there's a reason why women are not valued like that. See, you simps, you running around talking about, women is God and women and this and that. You worshiping women, but where are your women at though? On that battlefield though, you see how men are out there taking care of that fucking business. Men are out there taking care of that fucking work. They killing off the enemy, destroying this shit. And then what's gonna happen when Ukraine wins the war, right? All of a sudden the women gonna come back. Yeah, yeah, we knew you could do it. We knew you could do it. And then they're gonna go back to saying, well, I don't need a man. I don't need a man. But you need a man to fight this war though. While you go run off to France, there was one female that they interviewed. She was a runaway, you know, a, a refugee, right, from Ukraine, and she was talking about how she got to start her life all over in France and shit like that. I'm like, oh, okay, so you talking about, you know, men are not valuable, really? You see what I'm saying? Men are not valuable. We on that battlefield fighting. If the Russians decided to fucking evade the U.S. or invade the U.S., I say evade. I don't want to say that. If the Russians decide to fucking invade the U.S., guess who got to fight? The men. Well, there's only a few women out there to fight, and, and on that battlefield, there'll probably be like a good 500 women on there out of 300,000 men. We got to fight. You see what I'm saying? World War III pop off, be men out there dying, bleeding, hurt, in hospitals because they done got shot by the enemy, dying. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of you females need to start having a lot more respect for men because we fight on that battlefield to make your life more comfortable, to make your life the way it is right now. Whatever you are doing, whatever you are driving right now, a man made that shit. A man invented airplanes and cars and trucks. We put that shit together. We are the inventors. We are the soldiers that shape and mold this society into the way it is right now. You see what I'm saying? Without men, you can't have no fucking peace. You know what I'm saying? Without nukes are a bad thing. I don't like nukes, but nukes keep the peace. Guarantee that. Putin won't be shooting no nukes over here. He won't attack the U.S. You know that. He attacking Ukraine because Ukraine don't have any nukes. You see what I'm saying? And he thought Ukraine was gonna be an easy pick, and boy, you were wrong. Boy, you were wrong. I told you there's no winning against uh guerrilla warfare. Remember, I told you guys this in the beginning of the war. Because first I thought that the Russians were gonna come in and destroy the whole entire place in 48 hours. That they would have that place on lockdown. Boy, I was wrong at first, but then you know once I started to realize that they could use the guerrilla, I can't even talk. They can use guerrilla warfare. Okay, once I realized that they could use guerrilla warfare, then I said, okay, then I could see them winning. Remember, I was telling you, I said, okay, the only way they could win is through guerrilla warfare. That's the only way they could win, where every single man, woman, and child pick up artillery and go to the fight. I told you this. I told you guys this. And the Russians are losing badly. They're losing horribly. They're being killed off in bunches, man. How many? 14,000 soldiers have already been killed. 14,000 Russian soldiers. That's a lot of soldiers in a month, bruh. God damn, what the fuck are they doing? They get themselves killed out there. They underestimated the Ukrainians. And the Americans are supplying them with the weapons that they need to defeat these motherfuckers. Thousands of fucking javelins, thousands of anti-tank weapons, thousands of missiles. They're giving them billions of dollars to fight these motherfuckers off, bruh. Billions of dollars. Not millions, billions. You see what I'm saying? Bruh. Putin, bruh. Come on, man. Come on, bruh. You need to pull your troops out of there. Come on. Your ego is getting in the way of reality. Your ego is getting in the way of reality. You're getting killed out there on that battlefield, and you're leaving your soldiers to high and dry. You're not giving them any air support. You're not giving them any supply. I mean, the supplies are getting cut off base time. Like the Ukrainians, they found out where their fucking supply is coming in at, and they're cutting that shit off one by one, boat by boat, plane by plane. They shooting their fucking supply shit up big time. You see what I'm saying? So pull your fucking troops out right now. Just leave this shit alone. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. He would be better off if he pulled that shit out. No homo. He'd be better off. He'd be better off if he get his troops up out there and call a peace. That's it. Call this shit peace, bruh. Call a truce. Because you are not gonna win this war the way you fighting it, bro. Yo fucking man. Let me tell you, man. Every single fucking Russian troll disappeared once these Ukrainians started kicking ass. You know, I don't have any more Russian trolls coming around here, man, because they know they know they fucking get their ass whooped out there, bruh. Come on, bruh. And then they got American motherfuckers out there helping them. You see, they got ex-Marines from America helping them, teaching them how to dominate the sky. That's why the Ukrainians are not dominating the skies, because their American motherfucking pilots are out there, bro, teaching them how to dominate the skies. And they saying that, the Americans are helping us with the skies. They're not in planes like patrolling, but they're teaching them how to dominate the skies, how to patrol the skies. You see what I'm saying? And the one guy was saying that, hey, we learning it from our fucking American friends. Our American friends are teaching us how to dominate the skies. Our American friends are teaching us how to set booby traps. They got ex-Marines out there, American Marines out there teaching them shit, bro. You see what I'm saying? So Americans definitely, bro, are out there on that battlefield helping the Ukrainians. And America will always be a better, more rounded army than the Russians. Russia, I'm sorry, you guys don't put enough money into your military. The only thing you have is nukes. That's it. That's all you have. Anyway, I'm in this video, man. You guys have a good day or good night wherever you are. Peace out. Take care and bless.